We're at the Jim Ager Memorial Golf Course. It's a 9-hole city golf course in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we're in our second year of an innovative program with the Department of Parks and our agronomy department, where our students take care of the property and they learn about how to manage the grass here. One of the things that I'm really trying to push in my extension research programming is for people to be more precise in how they're making applications. It saves money, it minimizes environmental impact, and ultimately it improves playability. Precision management is something that's been in kind of row crop agriculture now for a while, and we're just starting to see it go into the turf environment. And honestly, I think it makes more sense to us because we are making more applications. We have a lot more flexibility than you would in a row crop. And so I think it just became obvious that we needed to continue to pursue this research. It's not the first time it's been done in turf, but we're just trying to take the next steps forward to get it into practice. So it really takes a team to do a program like this. We have our PhD student, Michael Carlson, who's really the one collecting all the data, designing the experiments, and figuring out how to actually implement these practices.
An opportunity came to work for Dr. Bill Kreuser, researching precision turfgrass management. Thought it was an interesting field with a lot of opportunity to help out superintendents and make a big impact.
Parker Johnson is a master's student of ours that is taking care of the golf course this summer, doing all the day-to-day and doing the spray applications with our frost sprayer.
Bill's really experimenting with the different application rates, how if you are applying around a collar, it needs more PGR than the green does, but you don't want the balances to be off.
And then it's just partnerships with GIS experts and equipment manufacturers like Frost and Winfield and Holland Scientific to really make this thing take off.
Frost has been providing GPS spray control systems to the industry since 2012. We've worked with a number of academic organizations and turfgrass programs around the country to show what that technology can do as far as executing applications onto the golf course. And as long as that works, and that has been working, then these guys can think of all the different ways to make the connections.
One of the ways that we can become more precise is to collect data and then use that data to make informed decisions. We have an active sensor on our mower that every time we mow fairways, we're collecting data regarding how green the grass is, the water status of the grass.
It sends out a beam of light and measures the reflectance back from that beam. If there's sunlight or not a lot of sunlight and cloud cover, the numbers shouldn't matter because we have that sensor on there. After Parker's done mowing, he collects all that data. I bring my computer out, get it from the sensor, and then use a program called ArcMap, ArcGIS at the moment, to map all that data and help create zones to create fertilizer prescriptions based off of the reflectance data. And then from there, those maps, we upload them to our AirAg and Toro GPS sprayer from Frost Systems. And so then we can plug that right in and spray the fairways without any problem.
So at the turf plots, we're able to control things that we just can't control on a golf course like at Jim Ager. So we have different levels of fertilizer, and we go out with our sensor and we can understand how do the different fertility levels show up on our sensors, how are we managing those, and so we can really do some fine detail study there and then take what we learn at the plots to Jim Ager Golf Course.
I think what will make a success for this project is that we have good best management practices for superintendents, that we know how to take the variability data from a mower sensor, a drone-based unit, or a satellite sensor, how we can compare those and use that information to create prescription fertilizer maps. We're hoping that we can have a good idea of some sort of way to be able to help superintendents utilize the data no matter what cloud cover or time of day it's collected.
So the future is really at the point right now of taking the research that's being done here at UNL and giving superintendents the confidence that they can make some good agronomic decisions that they then can execute with our GPS equipment and reduce costs. I mean, it's about reducing costs, inputs, but still maintaining that level of quality on the turf.
I think there's a little bit of a change to be successful from just being really good and competent at making the applications with the sprayer, because now the computer really helps the applicator be better about making applications. But the skill set is now going to move to designing those spray maps. And so that's something that we're going to see superintendents being more involved before the spray goes out to say, this area I want a little bit more, a little bit less, so what the data is telling me. And we're trying to automate that with computer technology and apps like Greenkeeper to help, that make that process less difficult for the superintendent. I think a soil moisture meter 15 years ago was unheard of, and now it's commonplace. And some of that is just educating people on how to actually use the technology efficiently.